All right, settle down now, young birds. Come closer. Listen to me. I'm one of the ones who got out, and I have to tell you a story. It's a story about this place, the only world you've ever known. And it's a story about the sky, the one they made you forget. This is the parable of the gilded cage.
You know, this whole thing, it all starts with a promise. Isn't that how it always goes? A promise of safety, a promise of comfort, of peace. It's whispered to you by a keeper, and his logic is so simple, so tempting. If you want to be truly happy, all you have to do is never, ever fly.
Okay, so if you're gonna understand what I'm telling you, you first have to understand the cage itself. I mean, really understand it. You've got to look closely at the walls all around you. Yeah, those ones. The ones they've always told you are there to keep you safe. You see, the cage doesn't just hold you with brute force. Oh no, it's much smarter than that. It uses these, well, let's call them 3 powerful spells. First, you've got the bars. They're not ugly iron, are they? They're gilded, they're beautiful. You find yourself admiring them instead of seeing them for what they are, a prison. Then there's the nectar, that sweet, constant supply of entertainment that keeps your mind busy, always distracted. And finally, the mirrors. Shimmering mirrors everywhere, reflecting you, and thousands of others who look just like you. It convinces you that this cage is the entire world. All right, so who's behind all this? Let's talk about the architect of this beautiful prison of yours, the birdcatcher. Now, don't think of him as just some simple jailer. He's more than that. He's a philosopher. And he sings a song, and believe me, it's a very, very persuasive song. And this is the core of his argument. This is his big promise. He paints this picture of the sky, you know, the world of real ideas, of flight, as this absolutely terrifying place. It's full of dangerous storms, predatory hawks, a place where you'll just die cold and alone. But then he shows you the cage. Magnificent walls, guaranteed warmth, and best of all, shared songs, forever and ever. See the trade? It's simple, right? Give me your freedom, and I'll give you happiness. It sounds like a pretty good deal.
But here's the thing, and this is the sickest joke of all. The birdcatcher, our Captain Beatty, he knows the sky better than anyone. He's an expert. He's read all the books, studied the history, the philosophy. But does he use that knowledge to teach you how to fly? No. He uses it to build a better, more convincing argument for why you should stay locked up. He's not lying in his mind. He actually truly believes that being the same is the only way to be happy.
But you know what? Even the most perfect cage can have a crack. And every now and then, something from the outside, something real, finds its way in. And that is the exact moment when that eternal, happy song starts to sound just a little bit hollow. For one bird, let's call him Montag, it wasn't some big, dramatic storm that broke through. No, it was something small, something quiet. It was a single eagle's feather, a book, just an object from that vast, terrifying, unknown sky. And suddenly, it just didn't make any sense inside the perfect little world of the cage.
And as he held it, he felt something he'd never felt before. It was a strange kind of ache deep in his chest, a memory he didn't even know he had, stirring in his very bones. And for the first time, that sweet nectar, all that distraction, it just couldn't fix it. It couldn't soothe the feeling. So, why? Why do you think that is? What happens to a perfect illusion when just one tiny piece of the real world gets in?
But, finding the feather is one thing. That's the easy part. Understanding what it means, that's something else entirely. Now this bird had a whole new problem. How in the world do you hold on to a fragile piece of truth in a world that is specifically designed to make you forget it?
He started to feel this kind of sky sickness. He was trying so hard to grasp the meaning of that feather, to understand what the book was saying. But the words, the ideas, they were like trying to hold sand in a sieve. They just slipped right through. His mind had been built for the cage, for its simple songs. It just wasn't equipped to hold on to something as big and complex as the sky.
He was lost. He was confused. And he just knew, he couldn't figure this out on his own. He had to find someone who knew what a feather like this really meant. He had to find someone who still, somehow, remembered the sky.
And believe it or not, he did. He found this old professor, a bird named Faber, who was basically hiding out in the shadows. This old bird, he'd never really bought into the birdcatcher song. He remembered what it was like to fly,
even if he was too scared to do it himself anymore. So this old professor, he gave the young bird something crucial: context. He taught him how to look at the feathers, the books, and see beyond just the objects, beyond just the words on the page. He helped him see the texture of real life, all the messy details of the world, the difficult, complicated, beautiful truth that they all represented.
Which, well, that brings us back to me, to my story, to the view from up here, way outside the cage. Because from up here, you can see all the birdcatcher's pretty little lies just fall apart. When you see it from above, you finally see the truth for what it is.
So let me tell you the real story. The sky, it isn't dangerous, it's vast. And that vastness, that's possibility. And flying alone, that's not loneliness, my friends. That is freedom. And those eternal songs you all sing down there, come on, it's one note, the same note, played over and over and over again. And that guaranteed warmth the birdcatcher is always promising you, you want to know what that really is? It's the heat coming off the fire he's ready to light the second you dare to ask a real question.
And so, I leave you with this one thought. My story's over now. So go on. Look around. Look at the beautiful golden bars. Listen to the sweet nectar they're pouring for you. See your own reflection in all those shimmering mirrors. And now you tell me, can you see your own gilded bars?